What's up, fellas? AMS back with another legendary video, life-changing video. Had a loyal patron supporter, all right? And he wanted me to talk about, is it really greener on the other side? So it got me to thinking that this must be a new subscriber that just found me who's probably content in life, right? He might, I don't want to guess, estimate his salary or whatever, right? Let's hypothetically just say he makes 60,000. Didn't I just say I didn't want to estimate? Then I estimate. Leave it up to AMS to say I don't want to estimate, then turn right around and estimate it. But anyway, let's just assume that he makes $60,000, right? And he's probably like, man, I'm content. You know, my bills are paid. I'm able to travel once a year. You know, what's all this high value bullshit? Like, man, dude, is it really, is it greener over there for real? Like, and I'm pretty good. I got a job I don't hate. I got a chick. She's decent. I love my life. I got a good network of friends. Why should I get on my purpose and my grind when I'm pretty content as is? That's how I took when he asked me, is it really greener on the other side, right? Because I understand that, because I was sitting here thinking, you know, I wanted to start another business, right? And it was just me just wanting to make more money. I just want to add another zero a year to my income, right? And then the holdup is this. I'm like, I'm pretty cool. You know, I make one video a week. I have a lot of free. I bought my time back. My retirement is already set. I'm good. I'm able to live the life. I got a lot of free time. Why do I want to get back into that goddamn foxhole again and try to build a whole nother business of grinding, 70 hours a week when I'm pretty comfortable as is? No, I'm not going to be partying with Jeff Bezos and Zuckerberg anytime soon, right? I'm not in that room yet, but I'm comfortable, right? And so I feel them on that. And so I get the logistics of that. Like, if you're content, why get in that foxhole and go on that grind and that sacrifice if you're already content? So he want me to talk about, is the grass greener on the other side? So I want to get into this. I got 4 things that I came up with that changes once you improve your financial success. And I'll give y'all my output on each one. Do I think it's worth it? Okay. Number 1, money. Absolutely. The number 1 reason why I say money, yes, guys, is, fuck all the cars, fuck all the other bullshit, the clothes, the jewelry, all that's nice and dandy. The first thing I noticed about when I got money was I was able to take care of my health properly. Just in case y'all missed the news flash and I ain't told y'all and y'all missed it. I got my thyroid removed, right? Now, I got my goiter diagnosed like 2003. I ain't had no surgery money. It's supposed to be, I should have got on it then. But as with most things, with people who can't afford health care and all this type of shit, and God, let me be a frank for all you motherfuckers that's watching this and thinking like, oh, you should have insurance. I do got insurance. Insurance don't do everything, motherfucker. They got this little thing, that's little word that starts with a D. It's called deductible. Yeah, that big old word. So like when you sign up for your health care, they say your yearly deductible. This is the deductible that you have to meet before all your expenses is taken care of by the insurance company, right? And so this is how insurance companies protect themselves from fraud, right? And also make you have some skin in the game, right? Because hey, if the insurance company got to do everything and you ain't got to pay shit out of pocket, hey, you'll be going up there for every goddamn thing. Man, my kneecap hurt. If you ain't got to pay for shit, if you ain't got to pay for nothing, you ain't got no skin in the game, you stub your toe, your ass will be at the emergency room. It's them deductibles that make people think, wait a minute, is my knee all right? Because you got to put some skin in the game too. Like, you know what, I'm all right, I'm gonna put some ice hot on it, put some ice on it, take an Advil, call a day. If everything was on the hospital or the insurance company, oh, you'll live at the hospital. You'll be like, man, I'm paying my premium. You every other day, they be like, damn, you back again. You goddamn right. I'm paying that monthly premium, ain't it? Be up here for this motherfucker for every goddamn thing. But anyway, that deductible has to be met. One of the chicks I deal with, she had to go get her boobs checked out and shit because they found a little spot. Now it turned out to be all right. But then they sent her a bill that's outside of what the insurance company gonna cover. That was like $1,300. And I remember her saying, what do people who, don't make six figures, what do they do with this? I said, they just go in debt, I guess. Or maybe they don't go get the x-ray. I don't fucking know. But the point what I'm trying to say to you guys, and what happens, guys, is more likely, guys, when y'all guys see people file for bankruptcy, I understand a lot of it is consumerism, but a lot of it is they get hit with a healthcare thing and they'll take you right in bankruptcy. You get hit with a healthcare. I had a bill that came in. The motherfucker still was sent. I paid I had to pay the damn deductible before I even saw the deductible. I come home thinking like, okay, everything paid. I had the surgery. Them sons of bitches still sending shit. I'm talking about something. The first one I like, oh, this mother was a mistake because I know I paid the whole deductible up there. The motherfucker sent another one about a month later talking about, they're going to collection. You better pay up, motherfucker. And in them words, I'm not paraphrasing. In them words, you better pay up, motherfucker. They're going to collections. So the point being, guys, is the number one thing is healthcare. Health is wealth. And when you have to delay things or ignore things that's going on with you because you know you might not be able to pay the deductible or pay the ongoing health care costs, man, that's the number one reason right there. I can just sell you on that. We don't got to talk about nothing else with money. I can stop with money right there with health care. Because like I told you guys, my thyroid, I got my daughter diagnosed 20 years ago. 20 fucking years ago. And I told her, oh, okay, all right, and went right on home. You're goddamn right. I don't even want to know what no medical things cost. I ain't even have no health insurance. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. Yeah, we don't got nothing else to talk about. Thanks for letting me know, doctor. If I pass out, I'll give you a call. All right, guys? So healthcare. Another thing, guys, fashion. Now, guys, I've talked about this previous. Before, I always never been a crazy fashion guy. I always just a guy that was just like whatever, right? Just decent, whatever. I can sit here and I can tell you right now, guys, it's night and day. I'm almost amazed the difference that good fashion does to your sexual market value. Honestly, God, we all kind of know if you dress it helps a little bit. I am amazed that it makes that big a difference. I am amazed at the difference that fashion look. It almost made me think it's not even about money as much as I think women just like a man that compliments them or something, that looks good on their arm or something like that. But I'm really amazed at that, at how much fashion helps, which is cost money. Another thing with the money, guys, is entertainment. When you make money, you're able to live life experiences. This takes money. Now, the thing is, when you don't have money, you just don't think about it, right? But my thing is, guys, you only have one life to live, right? And materialism is one thing, but experiences and life experiences is a whole nother thing. And so when things like, if you guys are big fan of Drake, or big fans of Beyonce, or big fans of Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart, and these people come to towns and they tickets is $500, $400 and shit like that, and you big fans of those people, but you don't want to go because you like, well, that's like a whole week's check for one ticket. And so you want to live life experiences. I did none of this shit until I became a six-figure earner. I did none of that shit, guys. And so even when I became a six-figure earner, I still didn't do it. It took a while. It took a while for me to wrap my head around paying $500 for a ticket. I used to always, like back in the day, watch football games, basketball games, and be like, man, who the hell pays $500 to go watch a football game that's on TV? Like I couldn't fathom to put my head It's the experience. It's not about the game. It's the whole experience. It's about the tailgating. It's about every fucking thing. It's about being out there cold, freezing. The whole life experience. You only have one life to live. And so you want to have as many life experiences as you can, guys. So without a shadow of doubt, guys, they say money can't buy you happiness. It might not buy you happiness, but it buys every goddamn thing else. I'm going to just tell you that right there. The number one thing it buys is, guys, it buys you your health. When y'all guys see people dying young, 40, 50, and listen, I could drop dead as soon as I cut this camera off. You know, none of us know when time comes. But the thing is that when you have something wrong with you and your finances are not, and you don't have the money, what you do is you just take an Advil, or as Chris Rock says, Robitussin, and just hope it goes away. That's what happened, because you know if you go to the hospital, you know if they just, soon the doctor shake your hand, that's $200. Damn, doc, you didn't. I shook your hand, that's $200. Soon you sit down in the chair, that's another $200. He ain't even looked at you yet, and you already out of $400. You just shook his hand and sat down, that's $400. $200 for the handshake, $200 to sit down in my chair. And if you breathe too much in my air, I'm gonna charge you another $200. So people just pray and hope shit go away. And so, guys, that's the number one reason. If you're watching this, young brother, yes, just the healthcare aspect. All right. Another thing too, I don't neglect to mention is location. When I was in New York City, I used to be so envious of people that live right in the heart of New York City, right? Like ready to action, right? Who didn't have to commute to work, who, if they want to, like, I used to like go to this one club on Fifth Avenue, and I used to be like, man, it must be nice to stay in that building right there across the street. Like, I'm just like, man, you just like walk out your door, walk across the street. Any of y'all guys know this, to stay in that convenience, those spots cost the most money. So when you want to stay in the most popping spots in the city, and you don't want to have to commute 30 minutes to go to a nice restaurant or go to a club or a lounge, man, the convenience of being able to just walk out your door. I got so many clubs and restaurants that are literally in walking distance of me right here in Buckhead. And so that convenience, but that costs money. Typically, if you're in a big city and you have a nice one bedroom, at least a nice one bedroom, you're looking at about $3,000 a month. A concierge building, you're looking at about $3,000 a month minimum. Minimum. That takes money. That's $36,000 a year. That's $36,000 a year. You ain't even ate yet. You ain't even watched TV yet. You ain't even run no air yet. That's just on rent. So it takes money. When I used to stay in Brooklyn and stuff like that, a lot of times, man, I get to thinking at night, man, I'm going to go out. Night come around, I start thinking about that damn commute. I say, oh, fuck it. I just say, oh, fuck it. The mere thought of that damn commuting, I was just like, you know what? We'll do it next weekend. I did that shit a lot, just thinking about that commute. And it wasn't even so much the commute going, it was the commute coming back and all. It's just like, man, whatever, right? So, guys, yes. I understand you've been taught that money don't matter, money don't buy happiness. And it don't buy happiness, but it buy damn sure every damn thing else. The next, guys, leaving a small town. For me, that was Alabama. But some of you guys stay in these small, bullshitty ass towns. Let me explain something to you guys. If for all you guys who got entrepreneur spirit in you, I'm going to tell you right now, when you stay in a bigger city, you got a bigger customer base. I do not make the money I made in New York City as a trainer. I do not make that in Alabama as a personal trainer. Nowhere near. And listen, even if we want to do comparable to the the living expenses, still, it's not comparable. You don't make that in Alabama. You don't have that large of a customer base who have that type of disposable income to pay somebody to train them for shit that's free on YouTube. You have to have people that have disposable income who can do that. And so if you somebody in a small town right now, a lot of you guys who struggle with women and stuff like that, one of the reasons why you struggle with women, that little small ass shit town. You know what, man? We used to have this in my town. We used to have usually one popping club at a time, right? And so that's the spot you went to every Friday and Saturday, right? And it would rotate, right? This one to play out, and now this one over here popping, right? But it usually that one popping spot. Well, what happens, guys, is in those small towns, after a while, you done made the rounds. You done fucked all the girls, or you done fucked somebody that they know. It got so bad for me at doing that I ran through so many girls in the town that I had to start commuting my ass to Birmingham to go out. I started going to Birmingham because damn near every girl I would meet, if I hadn't fucked her sister or cousin, I fucked a friend, or maybe I fucked a bitch she don't like, whatever the case may be, she still don't want to fuck with you because you already done made the rounds in her circle. On par with that, it ain't as many things, social events. So that's a lot of reason why a lot of you guys struggle with women. So on top of not having that entrepreneur thing where you're able to have a large customer base, you also gonna struggle with women. Dave Chappelle ain't coming to a small town in Oklahoma. Beyonce ain't coming to a small town in Oklahoma. Nobu ain't finna open up a restaurant in a small town in Delaware or Alabama. Mr. Childs ain't. For all you guys who want to live life and try different restaurants and stuff like that, these type of events don't come to small towns. If I was still in Alabama right now, I'd still be waiting to see Dave Chappelle because he ain't coming to Alabama. Beyonce ain't coming nowhere near Alabama. What's the other one? The other big girl, I can't think of her name. Katy Perry, I can't think of her name. Big girl. But anyway, they not coming to Alabama. Drake not coming to Alabama. So the point being, if you can, I would try to get to a big city. I don't give a fuck which one that you get to. Just better life experiences. You don't have to worry about making around a little small town, man. Man, if you fuck 10 girls in a small town, that you done damn near made the rounds. One of those 10 girls knows something with those other 10 girls. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So you make the rounds, you start cop blocking yourself. Because women won't even want to fuck with you if you fucked a girl they just know. Like, she not her friend, cousin, that. I was in the second grade with that bitch and y'all used to talk, so I can't talk to you. Bitch, you don't even talk to that bitch no more. What the fuck you talking about? Y'all ain't talked in fucking 15 years, 20 years. What the fuck you talking about? But that's how women is. They feel like they're getting somebody leftovers. So yes, leaving a small town the grass is greener living in a small town. All right, here we go. Next, a new woman. I'm going to say no, fellas. You know why I'm going to say no? Well, it's like this, guys. If you guys don't know how to maintain attraction, if you guys don't know how to maintain respect, then guess what? The cycle just gonna keep repeating itself. See, you just running from one problem to the next. See, every woman, if you and a woman, but you know, I can't even say that. Because you know what? If you and a woman got along for a year, what has happened is somewhere in that dynamic, this is what you need for a woman. Maintain her respect, financial stability, and to provide experiences. That's what you need to maintain. Usually in there, one of those three get lost somewhere. Either the guy loses frame and the woman gets disrespectful, or the guy decides, hey, I got the bitch now. Why should I take her out to $200 dinners? I got the bitch now. Why should we go out and spend $200? Why can't you just cook and we watch TV and Netflix and chill every fucking night, right? Or the man goes through some type of, what I said, find that money is at the root somewhere. Remember I said that, right? So the point when I say that is, If financial instability costs you with that girl, guess what it's going to do again? So what do we got to do? We got to find a way to stay financially stable. You're just running from one problem to the next. I don't have those issues no more about financial instability. So let's look at why did I used to have financial instability. Number one, not a large enough emergency fund. $3,000-$4,000 is not going to protect you if something happens to your income. You need more like 25. Had a guy who said, AMS, I saved up 20 grand. What should I invest in? Shit. Don't invest in shit. That's just an emergency fund. What the hell you talking about invest? You ain't got nothing to invest. 20 grand is just enough to hold you over about 6 months. It depends on what your expenses is if something happen. See, this is how you guys fall off. You go do an investment and you don't got no emergency fund because you've been tricked to thinking that every dollar that sits in the bank account that ain't earning 10% interest is wasting money. But in reality, that 20 grand is what's going to save you from losing and hitting rock bottom. That's how you hit rock bottom when you don't have a fucking emergency fund. So the point I'm trying to say is, guys, first level of financial stability, get a solid, rock solid emergency fund. 6 months to a year. Next, you need to have a career, not a job. And what I say a career, guys, is something that's not easily replaceable, a skill or an education. When I say a career, I'm not talking about a suit and all this other bullshit. No, if you have a welder and you have a welding license, you have a career because you have a skill. You have something that I just can't replace you in 2 seconds. I can't just hire anybody, come in, and by the first break, I done trained them for the job. You can't train somebody how to weld in 2 hours. So you need a skill. Once you have this skill and an emergency fund, now you have a marketable skill that you can go to somebody and say, hey, I know how to do X, Y, Z. Opposed to, can you hire me? I have a pretty face. Because you don't have no skill. So just hire me because I have a pretty face. If that's your life and you don't have a skill and you don't have an education, you will always struggle. That's why I always struggle. Because see, those type of skillless jobs, guys, they do layoffs quick and shit like this. We don't need that many packers today. You know, we don't need that many packers. Last week we needed 10 packers, but now we lost the contract. And now you got to go hope to find a packing job somewhere else. So the point why I'm trying to tell you guys is have a skill. Or getting a new woman won't mean shit. I promise you it won't. Because you're going to lose her. You're going to lose her. I guarantee you, if most of you guys think back to what happened in your last relationship, I bet you at the end of it, when things got bad, I bet you it's a 60% chance that somewhere in there financial instability was the problem. You might not have lost your job, but it was something going on. Maybe your hours got cut, whatever. It was something going on. Sometimes what happens with guys with financial instability, I'm going to tell y'all guys what happened a lot of time with you guys. To get a girl, you live outside your means. You're taking trips, you're going out to dinner, you're doing things that you really can't afford. And so you're fucking up your nest egg, right? But then somewhere in there, after 6 months or a year, your nest egg starts to get low. So then you try to scale back because you gave her a lifestyle that you couldn't keep. And so what happens is now when you met her, you might have had 50 or 60,000 saved up. But after a year of dating and taking trips and going out to eat 3 times a week, what happens is now that 50, 60,000 is now down to 10 and you start to realize, whoa, you start to pull back because you show her a life that you couldn't get accustomed to. You couldn't maintain. So the point what I'm trying to tell you guys is none of this shit means nothing if you don't get that fixed. If you don't know how to maintain a woman's respect, and guys, fuck all the masculine frame. Let's just say fuck that for a minute, right? Let's just say fuck that. You guys, masculine frame works like this, right? A woman respects you because you hold frame. I can joke around with my chicks, have fun, and all this. You know why, guys? I've told you guys this before. You guys can joke around with guys. You can joke around with your girl. But you have to earn respect to where you can do that. What I mean by that is, I can laugh and I can joke and you can take my kindness for weakness, but when I dump your ass and you come back and lick this ass, you're going to find out I mean business. The point what I'm saying is, guys, if you can't maintain frame, it really don't matter for real. If you can't maintain frame, as long as you wouldn't show the bitch you mean business. So if a bitch want to take your kindness for weakness, okay, all right. We ain't got to talk no more. And you're going to find out I mean business. See, I'm showing you actions. Actions trump masculine frame. So you can walk around laughing, juggling oranges all day, looking like a damn clown. But when a motherfucker know that you about actions, when they know that you'll walk away, damn a masculine frame. You don't need that shit. Masculine frame is preventive. You want to know what else preventive? Action. Because after I show your ass that I'll break up with your ass or I'll cut you off and you come back and lick this ass for 2 days straight, you're going to find out the hard way that I mean fucking business. And that's the same way it is with men. Yes, masculine frame will prevent a lot of shit. But let's be honest, a lot of you guys probably ain't going to be able to maintain it. Let's just be honest with you. I hope all you guys can, because typically when you hold a solid masculine frame, people don't test you. But let's just suppose you can't hold it. Well, then you have to show action. And that way, action always trumps masculine frame. So the point of that, all me saying all that shit, guys, is getting a new woman don't mean shit. You just gonna be transferring one situation to the next if you don't know how to handle women. When y'all guys hear the phrase, you don't know how to handle women, this is where it comes from. When a woman say you don't know how to handle me, what a woman want, when you hear a woman say that, what a woman say is, I want you to break up with me and make me come back and submit. That's what she said. When you hear a woman say, you can't handle a woman like me, what she means is, you argue with me, you get emotional with me, you bicker back and forth. What a woman's saying is, tell me, bitch, don't call me back till you ready to apologize. That's what the woman means. The woman wants you to make her submit. She don't want you hollering at the top of your lungs back and forth about why she should respect you. She wants you to make her respect you. That's when you hear a woman say, you don't know how to handle a woman. That's why. Because you get emotional with me. I want you to show me, bitch, this is what's the consequences of your action. She wants to come back and suck your dick for 3 days. But you don't got the balls to do it because you're in such scarcity. That turn a woman on. When any time a man shows some abundance or balls, turns a woman on. Yeah, break up with a woman and she come back and she's sucking and swallowing. She love that abundant shit. Damn, I love the way you goddamn check my ass. Ain't gonna let me run over you. Lastly, guys, changing careers. Now, guys, my thing with changing careers is typically there will always be something about every job or something that you don't like. There was things about being a bouncer I liked and didn't like. It was things about being a trainer that I liked and disliked. It's things about being an influencer. I'm quite sure if I was an NBA player, it'd be things that I'm quite sure talking to the media and all that other bullshit, right? Being scrutinized after one bad game, right? So there will always be parts of the job. So if you're doing a job and you just thinking like, man, if I can get over there and do that, I guarantee you whatever your purpose is, it might bring you more happiness, but it's going to be something about that shit you like, I don't like this part. So if you're thinking that wherever you go, that there ain't going to be some aspects of it that you just going to be sitting around getting your dick sucked all day while it don't work that way. It's going to be shit about everything that you don't like. So what do we have to look at as far as changing careers is we have to look at the quality of life and the income. What I mean by the quality of life is I would rather make $100,000 a year and have a lot of my time, and this is me, I can't speak for you, than to make $200,000 a year and work like a dog and work 80 hours a week. That's just me, or $250,000. Probably, you know what? Probably $500,000. It would just if I did it for $500,000, I would say, you know what? I could do it for a short period of time. But what's the point of working 80 hours forever and never enjoy your money? I just don't get that logic. So if I did do it, it would have to be, okay, I'm gonna stack my money until I do so, I'm gonna start my own business or something like that. But I would not do that forever. What's the point? So as far as changing careers, I would look at the quality of life and the income. If the quality of life improves along with the income, I would say yes. If you're going to give up your quality of life for more income, I would say no. Of course, if it's your purpose, obviously that's yes. But I would not trade money for quality of life. I wouldn't. And that's the issue I'm having with starting this business. The only issue I have with starting the business is I know it will be just for a short period of time until I get it I can get it to run on its own, maybe a grind for 3 years, and then it can run on. So it'd be like a 3-year burn, and then I can kick back, right? So that's the issue with that. But that's what you have to wait, and it just depends on what's the scenario to you. You never know what you're giving up. You guys might take a job that's paying you a lot more money. You don't know what type of toxic work environment you're walking yourself into. You don't know what kind of office bully that you're walking yourself into. You don't know what kind of no accountable boss that you finna inherit. The kind of boss that fucks up and put everything on you. You just don't know. So that's what I would look at as far as work. It just depends on what's the reason you're leaving the job. If you're leaving a bad work environment to go to a better work environment, then obviously yes. But that's typically not the way it works. Typically, you're usually going to probably be giving up a slightly better work environment for more money. And I sat here and I just watched Dave Ramsey when I'm on there talking about people who left jobs that they've been working at to go to big tech. And now big tech is treating them like shit, or they got a lot of hours, or they just another number in the card where they left a family-orientated business, and now they're going to big tech where you're just a nameless face who's just a hamster in the wheel. And you see Dave Ramsey get those calls all the time. And that's what happens, guys, when you give up quality of life for just more money. You got to really look at that. All right, so that's just my take on that, guys. All right, guys, I hope you learned something. I'll get back with you guys next time.